just horrible. I mean, we were cast out into the outdoors of Ball Hall.
I just remember it was kind of fun for the first hour, but after that, not so much.
Well, the first thing that came to mind is that we were being invaded by Russia. And we were just running for the hills.
We were exhausted.
Chaos.
I don't know if I ever want to go through that again necessarily, but it is a memory.
It's a story we'll tell our grandchildren.
People looked very disheveled, a lot of bedhead.
It's been an evening that's been remembered many times at our house. Other than seeing Nishmi in her pajamas at breakfast, it wasn't too crazy.
Well, you know what? It wasn't bad. You can make of it what you want to make of it. It certainly makes it one of the more memorable years of Canadian Bible School.
I don't know, but I just remember it wasn't enough climb.
It was really cold.
Very cold. It was a little cool.
As cold.
Froze to death out there for a little while.
But I still nearly froze to death in the Canadian tundra.
We were such zombies the next day because everybody was so tired by the whole thing.
Daddy's still trying to catch up on his sleep.
And then, of course, in the classes in the morning, it was kind of hard too, especially the third class, because you're real tired by then.
August 2nd, 2012. Night fell heavy on the Finger Lakes region of New York. At the Canadian Bible School of Keuka College, Penyan, anxiety spiked. Something off that night, something wrong.
It was hard to explain that there was something not normal.
It just felt like something was not right.
You could set a clock on how the Bible school runs. Residents in bed by 10:45 and lights out at 11. But why did this night seem different? The feeling seeped in like a poison. Something wrong. What did you find?
Something I never want to see again. Bible school disaster zone.
For the Bible school attendees at Ball Hall, this would be a night they would never forget. Describe that night in one word.
Wow. Interesting.
Pleasurable.
It's quite a shock.
Terrifying.
Excruciating.
Disbelief.
Exhausting.
Anger.
Exciting.
It was scary.
Overrated.
It was an interesting night.
Memorable.
It was awesome. It was memorable.
Alarming.
It was a long night. It was a crazy morning that day.
It was pretty crazy.
It was an experience.
It was an eventful night.
What happened on the night of August 2nd, 2012 at the Bible school?
Yeah, I remember it very well, actually.
It was a relatively routine evening. Everyone had followed the curfew and we had settled into bed.
3 a.m.
We were asleep.
We were all sleeping quietly.
We were awakened in the middle of the night by a very loud alarm and flashing strobe lights.
Sound asleep, and all of a sudden the alarms go on, the lights start flashing.
Well, we were shocked by the alarm system.
We were abruptly awakened by a loud siren at the same time as a blue flashing light.
Nobody could hear anything because it was just so loud.
Loud sound and flashing lights.
Probably devastating screeching sound. It was just ram, ram, ram over and over again, flashing lights.
It was as if we were on a submarine that had been hit by a torpedo, and all the lights started flashing and...
Picture the loudest, most annoying, menacing noise imaginable.
And flashing lights.
Crazy sounds.
As alarms goes off, you jump up out of bed. What's going on?
I was sound asleep and I heard the alarm and the blaring light.
Blinding flashing light from the strobes was very disorienting, so I got up and was running into everything.
Joey jumped out of bed and he starts yelling, what is it? What is it? And he was just like running around the room, like couldn't figure out what was going on.
I didn't even know where to go.
No, he didn't.
And my roommate didn't wake up, Sarah Fair.
In fact, my roommate had to tell me that it was the fire alarm and I needed to get up.
And I wasn't sure what it was, so then I peeked my head out the door.
We opened the door and we saw people going down the hall, so we...
There's just people all over the place. What's going on? What's going on? Fire department's coming.
We had to leave. We had to vacate the building.
And everybody everybody filed out really nice and calm. So it was.
We went through the fire doors and into the main stairwell and down the steps and like a herd of cattle.
And then we joined the large exodus of people that were going down the main stairs.
Quietly and calmly took the steps down.
Went outside and waited in the chilly evening, early morning hours.
We sat outside of Ball Hall.
Yeah, we sat on the bricks.
Around
And we
Ball
sat
Hall.
on the bricks.
We waited.
And pretty much kind of huddled together with the rest of the group, kind of waiting the verdict what was going on.
We spent about 2 hours outside.
They were allowing individuals to go into the hall one floor at a time.
What was interesting, it not only it kept happening, and then all of a sudden came, and the firemen went up there.
It seemed quite laissez-faire about the whole thing, as if this was somewhat regular occurrence.
Not only then you had other people waking up in other buildings and looking out and so on, and so
we were all having a really good sleep, a really good slumber, when suddenly we were awakened by loud noises outside, all the shenanigans going on. So now, when you register for Bible school, make sure you say 2 pillows.
Top of the building that indicated a malfunctioning sprinkler. They said it occurred several times. Otherwise, it was an uneventful night.
So that's, in a nutshell, what happened the night of the Ball Hall fire alarm.
Tomorrow, we examined what really happened that night. Was there a more sinister plot behind the evacuation? Who was really responsible?